You're listening to The John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Monday morning to you, Dan. How are you?
Well, I looked at the extended forecast now.
Yeah?
Yeah. We still aren't getting spring.
It's
I've been stuck on this for a couple of weeks now, and apparently I'm stuck on it for at least another week.
Well, stuck on it with long sleeves is what I'm noticing here.
I'm
short sleeving it, man. It's spring to me.
More 40s, more rain. I just, whatever. Yeah. This is a really strange random trio of birthday celebrants today.
Oh, really? Who's that?
Yeah, I'm guessing. I'll be surprised if you know 2 out of 3. Maybe even just 1 out of 3.
I'm ready for the challenge. You ready, Heidi?
I'm ready.
Louise Lasser is 83 today.
Louise Lasser is 83.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Louise Lasser, she was.
I loved this late night series back in the day. It was hilarious.
I have no idea.
It was a takeoff on soap operas, kind of a parody, but even weirder,
So-
called Mary Hartman.
Ah.
Took place in Fernwood.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know any of that.
Yep, see? Okay.
I don't know what that means.
041.
Okay, so far nothing. Skunking.
Mason Reese is 55.
Oh,
today.
happy birthday to Mason Reese. Well, that's probably...
No clue.
He made his bones in the 70s doing lots of TV ads. He was a kind of a goofy-looking little shaggy red-haired fella.
Okay.
Probably his biggest one, he won an award for it for Underwood Deviled Ham.
Okay.
He won an award?
Yes, a Clio Award.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Do
Okay.
we know him as like somebody famous or?
Oh, well, let's see. He did Post Raisin Bran ads, he did Dunkin' Donuts ads.
So tell me, this is the kind of guy that I would
Every
have
soap.
as a guest on the radio here.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. These days, he's a failed restaurateur and is dating a soft porn actress.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Mason.
birthday.
Mason. I was trying to guess who Mason was. I still don't know.
And one of the most tragic stories to come out of the world of entertainment, and, well, boy, it just is. Bryn Hartman.
Oh, Phil's wife.
Phil's
Yeah.
I knew one of them.
Yeah, murder-suicide in 1998.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, that was awful. I remember that.
I loved him so much. He was such a funny guy and so talented.
Yeah, in fact, I think he was doing or had just stopped doing news radio, which I thought was a great series,
It
too.
was.
Really
Yeah.
was.
All right.
I remember that. That was awful. I was so shocked.
Yeah.
I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Drugs,
Yeah.
that's
Can't-
what it was.
Yeah,
Awful.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Did you know, a little side note on her, she's from Thief River Falls, Minnesota.
Oh, I didn't know
Okay.
that.
Little tiny town, northwest Minnesota, Pennington County, just about 70 miles from the Canadian border.
Nice.
So there you go. It was 1890, Ellis Island, New York, designated as an official immigration station.
Oh, wow.
My grandmother went through there
Yeah, a lot of people did.
with some of my aunts and uncles who were just children at the time.
Yeah, a lot of people came through there.
Sure did. It was 1921. Darn it, Iowa. Dang you anyway. This day, 1921, state of Iowa imposes the very first state cigarette tax in the country.
Iowa started that?
Iowa did.
Really?
Yep. Yep, which was weird because they're just rolling them out of corn. Like, what's the big deal? I ain't even tobacco. And this is just amazing because you talk about the world of technology and how much it has just changed everything. It was this day in 1976, the Apple I computer, created by Steve Wozniak, is presented to the general public.
Nice. How much was that bad boy?
I'm glad you asked because that's a little side story. Price tag, $666.66.
Why
Whoa.
in the world would they have picked that number?
Wozniak just loved repeating numbers. In fact, his phone number was kind of the same.
Yeah.
It was just a thing of his.
But of all the numbers
Yeah,
to pick,
that's not a-
666, why not
that's not a good-
777?
Well, it's like any business model. They pick their margins. They pick their
Yeah.
cost of production.
It's just a bad number.
Yeah.
But then here's the side story. 200 Apple I's were produced using some old technology.
Oh.
In fact, the motherboards were encased in hand-carved Hawaiian loa teakwood. I'm not making this up.
No, I know. I've seen them.
They estimate only about 20 of these computers are still active somewhere
really?
around the world. Yep.
So if I find one, it's worth some bank.
I'm glad you brought that up. Last November 2021, auction. Somebody paid $400,000 for
What?
one of these.
Yeah.
And it still works perfectly.
Yeah. The technology,
Woo!
again, it's old technology, but it was good technology.
Came with software, a couple cassettes. Owner's manual still there.
It does not connect to the internet, though.
We should tell our son to look for those.
Pretty crazy.
Oh, I'm sure our son collects old technology. I'm sure that he wouldn't be able to afford
He's
one of
probably got
those.
6 or 7 of these. He just doesn't know.
No, here's the thing that's neat. A couple of different times there have been people online looking for somebody with, an old CRT television or a VHS or whatever for like a prop. And our son has been able to help out a couple of different times for people. So if you need props that's old technology.
We needed a typewriter for a movie we did
Yeah.
a couple years ago.
Dan had one.
I happen to have a 1957 Remington typewriter.
Yeah.
Just pretty cool with the carrying case. And I gave that to Troy because I figured I ain't carrying this around anymore.
No, it's pretty cool. Well, Dan, thanks for the update, sir.
Absolutely. I know we all know we just bounce ahead.
We'll do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news, and I'm excited for the event that's coming up this weekend. We have the Sioux Falls Easter egg hunt, and I've got Gator joining me from the Guardians of the Children. How are you, sir?
Doing good. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for all that you do. You do a bunch of great stuff throughout the year, but we're going to talk specifically about the Easter egg hunt. When did you start doing this?
We started it 4 years ago.
Very nice. And then 4 years ago, and then over the course of the last few years, the thing has grown quite a bit.
It grew a little bit each year.
Yeah, and we're excited for a new location this weekend.
Yeah, we started out at the USA Furniture Mart up on North 60th.
Great folks.
Awesome people. Awesome people. We did it there because they had plenty of room, and I actually just stopped in there by chance to see if they would be willing to work with us, and they really didn't hesitate and said, yep, let's do it. And so then after the first one, the management people there, Justin Hinks in particular, said, let's make this an annual thing.
Yeah.
And then last year, it just grew so big that it actually took over their whole parking lot.
It was huge, which was awesome.
It was amazing. And so now this year, we had an offer from the fairgrounds to do it out there, and we graciously accepted that offer just because we didn't want to hinder Furniture Mart's business.
Absolutely.
For a day, so...
And the thing that's really neat about it being at the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds, it's going to be kind of centered around the front porch stage area, and there's parking right by that.
Correct.
So you can pull up by the expo building, and there's thousands of places for thousands of people to park.
Exactly.
And then we don't know what the weather's going to be like, so we hope it's going to be nice. But if for some reason it's not, we can be in the expo building as well.
That is correct.
So that's really, really cool. So let's talk about the prizes, because there's some really neat things that kids can win at the Easter egg hunt this weekend, the Sioux Falls Easter egg hunt. What are some of the things they can win?
We'll have a prize table set up. We have prizes for all the different age groups. We run 0 to 5. We're going to go 6 to 8 and 9 to 12. And there's we've got it's hard to say really what we have. We have bubble wands, we have squirt guns, we have bowling pin sets for the younger ones. We have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
it's really hard to narrow anything down.
You got a great team of people working on this, and we got some very generous businesses in the community. So
absolutely, I'd actually like to take a quick minute to thank some of our sponsors.
Yeah, let's
like
do that.
USA Furniture Mart.
Yeah.
Sunny Radio 93.
Yeah.
With you and then Cricket Wireless for helping us establish the fairgrounds to be able to be out there.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank One American Bank for the donation for the cash eggs. We're going to be giving away $500 in cash eggs.
Yeah. So kids will be able to win some cash and get candy and prizes. It's a pretty cool day for kids.
Yep. It's actually going to be kind of interesting because in the past years we've stuffed somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,000 to 2,000 eggs. This year we have stuffed over 10,000 eggs.
Over 10,000 eggs
that we're going to be putting out there, and a lot of them will be prize eggs, a lot of them will be those cash eggs, and then a lot of them will be candy eggs.
Yeah. That is amazing. So again, Guardians of the Children are the ones that put this thing together. Huge thank you to the sponsors. And you had mentioned Furniture Mart USA, Cricket Wireless, Sunny Radio, One American Bank, and then there's a ton of other people who
I don't want to leave anybody out, but it's right now off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember all the sponsors that we have.
Well, and it's because so many people stepped up and gave prizes. And this weekend, when the event is going on, the two of us are going to have microphones. We'll be thanking everybody.
I was going to say another one would be Texas Roadhouse here in Sioux Falls.
Yeah, they just 250 kids meals that'll be in some of those of the 10,000 eggs.
Exactly.
So now, in addition to the Easter egg hunt, because this is from noon to 5, but that doesn't take that long to do an Easter egg hunt. There's other stuff too, isn't there?
Right. Our chapter actually hand-built some carnival games that we'll have out there with prizes for those too that the kids can win.
Nice.
Tickets for those will be 2 tickets for $1. And the kids can go over and play the games. We have a ball toss. We have a balloon pop. We have a tic-tac-toe. There's a little Plinko game, things like that. And like I said, I'd like to thank my members because they hand-built these carnival games.
Very,
for the kids
very
to
cool.
Come play.
And then there's also some inflatables and Vernite Motoplex bringing those out.
Correct, Vernite Motoplex. See, I can't remember everything.
Oh, that's all right.
So it's I
got a cheat sheet over here, so that's how I have it all figured out.
There you go. Yeah, Vernite Motoplex has graciously donated 2 inflatables, one for the bigger kids and one for the smaller kids.
It's going to be a ton of fun. Gator, thank you for all the time and effort you put into this.
Well, we just want to thank the community of Sioux Falls for supporting us.
Again, over 10,000 eggs this Saturday. If you've got kids, if you've got grandkids, if you've got neighbor kids, be sure to let them know it's happening this Saturday at the WH Lyon Fairgrounds. It's right by the Expo building. So again, if for whatever reason the weather's not great, it'll be in the Expo building. But right now the plan is to be kind of on that front porch stage. And again, if folks would like to get more information, SiouxFallsEasterEggHunt.com is where you go. Thank you again for coming in, Gator.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Again, the event is this Saturday. All of the details at SiouxFallsEasterEggHunt.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year, we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Graham, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting on this Monday?
Got to do our due diligence because we are a commercial broadcast entity. According to the FCC, we do have to mention this stuff. Election Day, Sioux Falls, is tomorrow.
I know.
Right.
It is tomorrow.
It is.
And it's been a knockdown, drag-out fight. 3 people running for mayor. It's just been ugly.
It has?
That's if you've been watching the news.
And it's
I
so
haven't really
close.
been
Oh
watching the
my
news.
goodness!
Is it really
There's
close?
been trips to emergency. SWAT teams have shown up.
What is going on? I didn't know any of this. I really need to get out more.
Be 10 Hank and 90% of the vote.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
60. It'll be 60 plus
Okay.
because I am seeing some signs for
David?
some of the others.
Not for him? Okay.
Tunisia.
All right.
Tunisia. She's an attorney.
Well, I'm going to not talk politics at all here because it doesn't tend to make people happy.
Well,
So.
and if you voted early, good for you.
Yeah.
So get that done in the polls. If you don't know where to vote, you just jump on Secretary of State's site. It'll tell you where to go. And I believe the polls are open at 7 to 7. Well, you guys are working them, aren't you?
Yeah, 7 a.m. to 7
Yes.
p.m.
John and Heidi
Yeah.
Smaller work. Drop by,
Yes, we
vote,
are.
and get autographs,
Nobody wants that.
which would be fantastic.
No.
No?
Nobody wants that.
All right. Well, beyond that, there are 2 amendments.
Okay.
One of them has to do with giving a couple raises, one to the mayor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, whatever. I'm cool with that.
All right.
Because it's interesting. The mayor you would think would be, the head cheese in City Hall.
Yeah.
But the mayor does not have the highest salary by a long shot. There are other people who have city jobs who make far more than the
Yeah.
mayor, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I guess. You guys could care less.
No, I'm just dancing down this fine
If
line
I
of...
were running for mayor, I might be interested, but
Well, I'm just
saying-
saying what I want. For instance, I live in the Central District, right? Got 3 guys running for a position for council member for the Central District.
Right.
To represent my hood.
right.
All right. It's been Kurt Soul for quite a while. 62-year-old insurance dude.
Okay.
Emmett Reestorfer
Okay.
is
Okay.
running against him. He spent a bunch of money on yard sites.
Okay.
Jim Brzezinski.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm voting for him just because he's Polish. I know nothing else about him. But if you got a ski, you got my vote. And that's how I do it.
All right.
All right. So, yeah, get out. Vote early, vote often. Tomorrow's the big day.
Vote early, vote often.
Thanks, Dan.
Absolutely. I'll see you at the polls.
That's why we refer to this as stuff Dan finds interesting. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour with Dan Ferris.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, April 11th, 2022. Equities tumbled last week on growing fears of overly aggressive interest rate hikes from the FOMC. The minutes from the last meeting reveal the committee is looking at a series of large interest rate hikes as well as the beginning of the balance sheet runoff. The CME's FedWatch tool is pricing in 3 consecutive 50 basis point hikes with a chance of 10 more 25 basis point bumps this year. At this pace, interest rates will be well above their pre-pandemic level, and their effect will be felt throughout the economy. The risk for the market this week is twofold. On one hand, we'll be getting both the CPI and the PPI data for March. On the other, the peak of earnings season begins with reports from the big banks, and they're expected to see earnings decline versus last year. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.